Okay, welcome to the Bellport Battle Bunker. We have a huge battle today. I'm going to start you off with a new formation out of the Angels of Death Codex supplement for the Space Marines. We got a Anvil Strike Force with a Strike Force Ultra Detachment being added to it. So the Anvil Strike Force is being led by a commander. He's going to be riding in the Land Raider. And his core choice is a Land Raider Spearhead. So that's these three tanks put together in a squadron. And that's one of the core choices. The second core choice is going to be an Armored Task Force. There's going to be a Tech Marine on a bike with a combi grav. I have a squadron of 3 Predator Annihilators. And then I have 3 separate Predator Destructor patterns with the autocannon and heavy bolter. So I have those 3 individual tanks, and then this one is going to be a squadron. The auxiliary choice is going to be a Recon Outrider. It's going to be 1 unit of land speeders, so I have 2 land speeders combined in 1 unit. These are the Typhoon variants. They have the Typhoon missile launcher and heavy bolter. In the center, I have the Strike Force Ultra. The Strike Force Ultra is led by Captain Lysander with the Imperial Fist rules. We got 6 Terminators with dual lightning claws, and they're going to be riding in a Land Raider Crusader with extra armor and a multi-melta. The other part of the formation is a Terminator Assault Squad. These have 6 with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. They'll be riding in a Storm Raven gunship with a twin-link multi-melta and a twin-link las cannon. And there's also a Venerable Dread in there with the assault cannon and extra armor upgrade. The deep striking part of this is going to be the 2 5-man Terminator squads. They're the Power Fist Stormbolter variety with an assault cannon and chain fists on the appropriate models. What you see is what you're getting there. So this is about, I don't know, what was it, a little over 2,500 we said?
Yeah, a little more than that.
A little over 2,500, 2,600 points worth of Crimson Fist Space Marines in an Anvil Strike Force with a Strike Force Ultra Detachment being added to it. Let's check out the other part of the army. Alright, we got Brandon in the house for the first time on the channel. He's going to be playing Space Wolves. He's getting back into the hobby. Glad to have him. He's been painting a lot of guys up. This center squad here is what you've been working on, right?
Correct.
So
this is from Bob, the other guy here.
All right, so let's start with the center squad. This is what you've been working on. Give us an explanation of what you got here.
Yeah, I just got a man of I think of 10 Grey Hunters. I didn't do the banner either. I'm working on him, but those are my 10. Just a squad of Grey Hunters. You got the Wolfguard pack leader with the Power Fist and a Melta gun in the squad. Everybody else has just got bolters, chain swords, and things like that.
Got the nice snow on the base.
Absolutely. Looks really good.
Yeah, these look great. Making their debut on the channel.
Hopefully next time I come down I'll have more of an army painted up. So
hey, this is a great start, man.
Yeah.
And you got a nice Thunderhawk. I know that you have that bad boy in the wings.
Yep.
All right. All right, so let's go with your army here. You got a CAD, a Combined Arms Attachment. What do you got here?
So we got some we got a few packs of just Grey Hunters. There's about 6 in each one. I only have Razorback transports with the exception of the Land Raider.
And all the weapons are what we see is what we're getting here, the Power Fist and Melta gun. Beautiful. All right. So we got this guy. What's this one here? Long Fangs?
We got 2 Long Fang packs. That one has 3 las cannons and a rocket launcher. The pack leader's got a Frost Sword. And then the guys in the back, we got 2 plasma cannons, a multi-melta, rocket launcher, and a pack leader with a plasma rifle. So
okay.
And then in the center here we got the Blood Claws pack. We got Lucas the trickster here.
And he's going to be the actual model, right? We're going with Lucas. All right.
He looks really good.
Yeah,
he's got
nice.
the claw, and he's got the bomb connected to his heart and everything.
Let's take a look at this.
The doppelgangrel cloak.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good. And then just a pack with there's a plasma rifle in there and a Power Fist on one of the guys.
Yep. And they're going to be inside this Crusader?
I'm going to start them outside and put them inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a Crusader with the Hurricane Bolters, Assault Cannon, and Multi-Melta. I love the doors on these guys, the actual Space Wolf doors. They look really good. And then for HQ, we're just going to use this guy's a Wolf Lord. He's going to have the runic armor, or the special armor that gives him the Wolfenstone thing and something else. He's pretty jacked up. He's got like a 2+3+ Thunderhammer, Furious Charge, Rage.
Let's step on him.
And then we got a Wolfguard pack. What you see is what you get. We got some Lightning Claws, some Combi Meltas, with a Razorback with Assault Cannon as their transport. Kind of limited on what I could bring at first, so we just kind of went basic. The only name character is going to be Lucas. So
there's another Grey Hunter that's in our transport.
Yeah, another Grey Hunter and a Razorback with Twin Link Las Cannons. Same thing as what you get, Power Fist and Melta pretty much in every Grey Hunter pack. So, same there.
No, they're just on foot.
Yep, just on foot. We got the Outflank Special Wolf for this mission.
Yep.
For the tunnels, so they're going to be coming on the sides. Got one Predator here. Got 3 Las Cannons on it. One of them's twin linked, and then we got the Demolisher with a Siege Shield. And then we got the Landspeeder Squadron, and what you get with there, you got Multi-Melta, Assault Cannon, the Typhoon Missile Launchers, and the Multi-Melta, and then the Heavy Flamer and Heavy Bolter. So
that's all one squadron, all 3 vehicles?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to see how this goes.
And this was about 2,600 points?
2,600, and that's fully decked out. I decked out everybody I could, so.
Alright, so we're a little over 6,000 points total. And that's what we got. We got a huge mission today. We got the 8-foot table, big board, and big armies today. Alright, so looking forward to your debut on the channel.
Looking forward to it.
Let's see what we got. Alright, let's go to our opponent. He's got the Tau army. Okay, so we got the Tau force. This is all Tau. Couple of cadres coming together here. We got a little over 6,000, about 6,200 something points of Tau. So let's start with your Hunter Cadre. And these are new models that you got, right?
These are new models.
Alright, so this is all debuting on the channel. Let's see what we got. Hunter Cadre. Commander?
That's one of the commanders. He will be flying today. He's got the upgraded
Cold
suit,
Star.
the Cold Star suit.
And all the weapons of what you see is what you're going to get here.
Everything is WYSIWYG on these guys.
We got the air bursting frag. We got the fusion blaster. Alright, and some
couple of shield drones.
And then you got your mandatory 3 strike fire warrior squads.
Yep. One is only a basic 5-man squad, bare minimum, so I can fit it in there. And 2 12-man units.
And that one on the back,
yep.
He's going to be riding the Devilfish.
One Devilfish will be attached to the one unit.
And then we got over here Pathfinders.
Pathfinder unit with an attached Devilfish.
Okay, looking nice. And then we have a contingent HQ with a commander.
Yep.
And he's got the cyclic, that ion, whatever that weapon, that special weapon, and a plasma pistol. And he's also got the air burst.
And he's got air burst as well.
All right.
And
couple of shield drones. And then this formation right here, you got 4
armored interdiction cadre.
Right.
It's going to be 3 hammerheads and a sky ray.
And then that Storm Surge is included in the Hunter Cadre, right?
The Storm Surge is part of the Hunter Cadre. That is correct.
Very nice.
He is here.
And you got the Strength 10 weapon, that pulse driver cannon.
That's correct. That's going to be a pulse driver today.
And we got the burst cannons replacing the flamer. Very nice. And then this is also part of that, right? 3 Riptides. Part of the Hunter Cadre.
The Hunter Cadre will have those 3 Riptides in the back. They are all armed, as you see.
Yep, Twin Link Fusion, Cyclic Ion Blaster. Ion Accelerator. And they also have Velocity Tracker and Stim Injectors, right?
Stim Injectors and Velocity Trackers.
Alright. And we got another formation here that looks like the drones.
This is the drone net. These here are a unit of 12 gun drones. And I have 3, what will be 5-man units of the
marker
drones.
All right, so this is all big unit of guns, and then this is all separate 5-man marker drones.
Yeah, 3 units of 5.
And we got a couple other formations over here. Looks like those fire base.
I've got multiple firebase support cadres.
So we got 2 separate broadsides, and then the riptide.
Correct. This one here will have 2 with the rail cannon, heavy rail cannon, and the other one with a separate unit by himself with the missile pods.
Got it.
You guys want more beer?
Yeah. And then each of them has to have a riptide attached to it, so each of these guys have a riptide attached to them. But these are your tank hunters, right? They get a tank hunter rule now.
If they all fire at the same target, they get the tank hunter special rule.
Beautiful. All right, and then you have a couple of separate things. You have a lone riptide here.
That's a lone riptide on its own.
What you see is what we're getting there. The fusion. They all have stim injectors. They all have velocity trackers.
Correct.
A couple of crisis teams. You got 3 on the right, 3 on the left.
The 3 on the right have the twin link missile pods and fusion blasters, and each will have a gun drone attached to them. And the ones on the right have an array of weapons mixed in there, fusion guns, plasma guns, and they all have a gun drone attached to them.
And then we got the leader of this force that's setting the trap.
I have Farsight's bodyguard enclave here. There's a separate unit attached to this. Each bodyguard has his own gun drone, and I've just got a mix of weapons in there. Lots of fusion, lots of plasma, some burst, and some flamer.
So a good, healthy bodyguard for Commander Farsight, who has been leading this whole campaign against the Imperial forces.
And the last but not least, the newest addition to the force. We're bringing this guy in today. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Look at this. Oh my God. This is the gargantuan Titan. KV something.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Rattle off the name, Bob.
What do you call this guy? Look at him. He's got this whole gun array up top. That's got a D weapon. I can see that.
The KX-139.
KX-139.
Supremacy armor. It's this is his first debut, first time he'll be doing anything other than sitting in a showcase.
Toughness 9, 10 wounds.
Toughness 9, 10 wounds.
Makes this guy with his toughness, what has he got? Toughness 6 and 8 wounds?
He's toughness 6 with 8 wounds.
2 gargantuan creatures.
2 unstoppable gargantuan creatures. They're relentless, they have smash, strike down, move through cover, hammer of wrath, fearless.
What was our favorite rule that we read in there?
The unstoppable.
Unstoppable. That's an actual rule. It's an actual
basically
gargantuan creature rule.
If either one of these monsters gets hit with a D weapon, rather than getting killed outright, if they fail an armor save, they take D3 wounds instead.
So unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
You gotta love that. I thought it was an actual joke on the data sheet when I printed it off the Forge World site when it said unstoppable. That's a gargantuan creature though. So this is the first time we're seeing gargantuan creatures on the channel. And what a debut these guys are making. These guys are absolutely gorgeous. And
Triaxis ion cannon.
That's this big thing on top?
No, that's right. This is the Triaxis ion cannon there on the right arm. The
other one was like multi-melters?
That's the fusion eradicator.
Oh yeah.
That's five melter weapons.
That's gonna be fun.
And then up top we got the pulse ordnance multi-driver.
That's the D weapon, right?
That is the D weapon. That's
correct. The big guy. And then all these things can shoot. Gargantuan creatures normally can't fire Overwatch, but this guy has a whole defense system geared for that.
A whole defense system, and allows him to fire Overwatch with a ballistic skill of 2 instead of 1.
And let's not forget about the Storm Surge. He has his own special rules. He's got 4 D missiles in there. If you use marker lights, they turn into D missiles, right?
That's correct.
These little guys right in here. And
yep.
Yeah, those guys. 4 D missiles. You got the burst cannons, you got the weapons on the side, and then this big pulse driver cannon. It's a strength 10 large blast ordnance. Well, this is a phenomenal addition to the Army. Great debut here by this Tau force. Over 6,000 points. That one model, that big guy, is 600 points by himself, right?
600.
So 10% of the points. He's going all with himself right there. Got a bunch of formations. And we got a nice scenario out of the Mont'ka book, The Killing Blow. So let's go to the special rules for that. We've been doing a campaign. The Tau have been ambushing us. Commander Pask was taken out. They ambushed a communications relay station. They ambushed a fortified edge of the ruined city. And now they have a big gun here.
Communication has been lost. And basically the Marines can't reach anybody on the planet. So they're coming in to see what the heck's going on. They want to know what's going on. And they're about to find out.
So again, our scouts have told us that there's something up. We got to go find out what's happening. We've sent an Anvil strike force from the Crimson Fist along with Strike Force Ultra led by Captain Lysander. And then the Space Wolves has decided to come help us out and sent one of their companies with Lucas the Trickster and a Wolf Lord battle leader. Okay, turn 1 for the Space Marine combined forces of Wolves and Fists. The Space Wolf player was allowed to outflank. So we had a nice squad right here. Come on. Onto this table edge. Deep in the enemy territory. Another squad. Coming on the edge. Got some nice targets here. And what do you have? Some guys on the other side.
There's like a blood claw pack and some great.
And those big 2 squads right here, looks like. Outflanking. Looking to take out a commander. And that's it, right? Those are the outflanks?
Yep.
Okay. I had a deep strike. I deep strike part of my Strike Force Ultra. This Terminator squad came down right here. And the other squad came down right there. And now Bob and Chris are moving their 6 units because the special rule was 6 of the units from the Tau after the Space Marines' first turn movement are actually holographic images. So 6 of these units are not what they actually are, or up to 6. And the first ones that Bob moved was the Pathfinders. We had a bunch of Pathfinders that were right there. Terminators thought they'd be able to gun them down, and they were holograms. So now they're really in the vehicle over there. So they embarked in that vehicle. And now he's going to pick 5 other units to see if they actually are where they are. Or the trap is being sprung by Commander Farsight, who is in reserve right now. Some of our tanks moved up the road. Both of our Crusaders took some positions up, going right up the road here. We got the Spearhead from the Land Raiders. They moved. The Recon Outriders. And that's about it, right? Your Vindicator moved up a little bit?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to see what else Bob's going to pick from his army. He already moved the Pathfinder squad. He's going to choose 5 others. We'll get back to you after that deployment phase. Alright, so Tau have set off their holographic images. The Pathfinders, they disappeared and went into the vehicle. These broadsides really weren't there. They were about 6 inches back, so they moved back. He also had a commander that was right here where Brandon had outflanked, but that was an image. The commander is really over here. That was 3. And then the Sky Ray was not where it was. It was over in this spot, so he moved back. And then the Storm Surge wasn't where he was supposed to be. That was a holographic image, and he moved over here. And that was and this Crisis Team. This Crisis Team was back here, and then they really were on this side of the building over here. So all the holographic images have been released. They were all decoys, and now this is what it looks like after the outflanking and the deep striking. So we had a couple of things that moved. We're still in Space Marine turn player 1. That was after our movement phase. That happened with the special rule of the scenario. And now we're going to go on to shooting. Because there is no psychic phase. Neither one of us has psychic powers, right?
Nope.
No
Now
psychics.
the shooting begins.
Okay.
It was bad, man.
Alright, turn 1 has ended for the Space Marine Alliance here. Let's talk about it. We got a wound on a Riptide over here from this deep striking land speeder formation. One of the melters did wound. Everything else was either missed or saved from the generator, stealth field generator, and the field of paint. Over there you tried to shoot the Devilfish, but no effect with the pistols and the guns, rapid firing. I almost killed this commander. My Terminators were able to do some rends with the assault cannon and the storm bolters. We took the 2 shield drones out and took 3 wounds down, but he made enough saves to keep him alive, so he's good. What else we got over here? Oh, we had First Blood. This vehicle, the Crusader, fired at the marker light drones. There was 5 of them there, and then these Terminators finished off the last 2. So we were able to kill that. We killed 1 drone and did a wound to the broadsides with my Predator over there. The Predator Destructor fired right along that line, and we took out a drone and did a wound. Brandon's, what do you have, a plasma gunner over there? There was a plasma?
Combi melters.
Combi melters did a wound on the Riptide over there from that squad that outflanked. And unfortunately, everything here, we just counted it up. There was 17 las cannons. Your Long Fangs added 3 more, so 20 las cannons?
I think so, yeah.
That's the count?
Yeah.
20 las cannons from the Land Raider Spearhead, the Predator formation. These guys got to reroll 2 wounds against gargantuan creatures. These guys got Tank Hunter and the Long Fangs, and we did 13 wounds from all those shots, and this guy made every single 4-up invulnerable save from shooting. Every single one. So we're like, we gotta wound this guy a little bit, gotta see if it bleeds. So the Recon Outriders decided we're gonna fire up at this bad boy with our crack missiles, Cyclone missile launchers. So they fired up, and that was the only wound that we were able to get. You failed your 4-up invulnerable save. So that's the only wound on that big guy after all that shooting from a lot of las cannons. Now we're going to feel the pain of that 7-inch D-weapon blast. But we did get First Blood. That's important. You got objective 4 and 5, so that's 2 points. from
Is that
cards.
At the end of the turn or the end of
At the end of this turn.
And your turn.
Okay.
So you got, well, let me stop this. All right, so we were able to secure some points. Brandon, you had secure objective 4, as did I. So we both were able to secure this objective. You had secure objective 5 as another card. So you got 2 points from cards, right?
Yep.
And I had behind enemy lines, which I got when I deep struck these Terminators within 12 inches of the enemy's deployment zone. So we each got 2 points from cards. That's 4 Maelstrom points, victory points, and we got first blood. So that's 5 total victory points this turn. And the mission rules are victory points. You get a victory point for every unit that's fully destroyed or is falling back at the end. The Tau player has a special rule where if he's within 6 inches of the table edge at the start of his movement phase, and he wants to withdraw and fall back to not give us a victory point, he can retreat units off the table, out of the battlefield. So that's an option for him if he starts it with a unit within 6 inches of the table edge to deny us a victory point. Alright, so that was turn 1, 5 victory points total. We did 1 wound to the Supremacy armor. We did a couple wounds to some Riptides. We almost killed a commander. He's down to 1 wound. And now it's going to be Tau, turn 1 movement. Bottom of turn 1. Okay, the big guy, Supremacy Armor, fired the D weapon, the Pulse Ordnance Multi-Driver System.
That's alright.
Hits Brandon's tank. It had 1 hull point. He did D3, so it did 3 hull points of damage. Wrecked his vehicle. This guy made the cover save, but this one suffered a 6 D weapon hit and is now destroyed. Nobody inside it, but it is an explode result.
Well, one of them.
So it's destroyed. All right, Brandon, what'd you lose? 5 guys in total from the shooting phase up top there?
Yep, lost 5
And
here.
3 down there, or just 2?
2 blood claws.
All right, 2 from the Riptides, a lot of shooting. You made your morale check, so he's holding strong.
Yep, I lost 2 lane speeders here. This guy's undamaged.
All right.
I lost like 2 guys in that squad.
From this front squad,
Yep.
right?
They took a lot of shots.
Yeah, a lot of shots from the commanders and the Crisis and the Fire Warriors
I
popping
lost
out.
nothing from my Wolf Lord and his.
Oh yeah, that Storm Shield took like a lot of hits, right?
Chris, you may want to charge before you get. Don't let him shoot you and charge. You might want to just charge and then tie them up.
With the big guy?
Yeah, you can actually make a challenge, kill a Palfist.
And you did 3 hull points of damage to this vehicle. That one is a wreck.
Yep.
We got a D weapon result. I took out one of my Land Raiders from my spearhead, and that's all we lost, right back here.
It wasn't that bad.
All right, I'm gonna.
But I lost both my Terminator squads.
Yeah.
So both Terminator squads, that one is gone, and this one is gone from shooting. It went right down to the last guy, but they did die.
Ooh, barely.
And we're doing this charges right now for the assaults.
Yep.
You did -2 and 3 to go up.
Yep.
And I have counterattack, so.
You have fire too.
Oh,
so
snapshot?
Snap shooting for your Overwatch.
With my bolt.
I'm just gonna put on to base of the building.
Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and shoot.
You can charge here, 2d6 inches. 8. You're gonna get there.
Yep. He gets Overwatch.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
You can put it in there.
Put it there. All right.
So.
So we got 2 Overwatches we got to resolve. You're going to charge over here. This is automatic, Chris, because it's less than 2 inches.
Okay.
All right.
So you're going to get Overwatch on 3 Riptides, Brandon.
I'm gonna go 6.
Now, can you rapid fire those? Are you allowed to?
Oh, everything. You're full shots.
Okay. So up there, what does he have? A bolt pistol in his hand? On top of the building over there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Here's my bolt pistol shot. Here's a 6.
And you're doing the jump pack moves?
No.
Yeah.
All right, so Bob's going to do some jump pack moves with his jet pack infantry, while Chris is going to execute the assaults with the 3 Riptides.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolt pistols, a plasma gun, and a plasma pistol.
All right. All right, at the end of the assault phase, so this squad with the wolf claws was able to do a wound. Chris was able to make 2 5-up stimulant injector saves, so he saved them from that Thunderhammer.
Bullshit.
And he made all the wolf claw saves. So the Wolf Lord took 1 wound, and the Riptide took a wound. So that's a lock combat over here. On this side, this Riptide actually won the combat, caused Lucas's squad to fall back. But they're going to rally, and they're going to be good next turn. What'd you kill, like 4 guys? 3 guys.
3 guys.
3 guys died from that, 3 regular guys. And Lucas was able to do 2 wounds, right? This guy
he
took.
saved.
He took 2?
Yep.
Yeah, but he saved them all.
5+ saves.
All right, so this guy's down to 5 wounds, and Lucas is unharmed, but he lost 3 guys from his squad. And what was the other combat? Oh, this guy.
Swung at
This
each
one
other.
guy was up here, got charged, and neither one of them did any damage to each other, right? So they're locked up in
Yeah, they
combat.
both missed.
All right, how about let's talk about objectives and cards and all that
let's
shit.
do this.
Do you have any points?
I didn't look.
Who knows?
All right, so the Tau have collected 7 Maelstrom victory points with cards. They controlled objective 6, and then they had a plethora of like killing things in the assault phase, taking down a vehicle, a whole bunch of different cards. So 7 to 5 right now.
Correct.
Tau has 7. We got 4 cards and first blood. So the Tau are winning 7 to 5 at the end of turn 1. Let's go to turn 2. All right, so let's film that.
Suit and drone. Or 2.
So turn 2 shooting for the Space Marines Alliance here. We had the Heavy Flamer wiped out a crisis suit and a couple of drones. I killed a Pathfinder with my Land Raider tank shot over here.
Lucas died.
The other tanks failed to do any damage through the cover over here for these for the Hammerhead and the Devilfish. We fired everything again. We fired our Predators, our las cannons, all the tanks at the big guy. So we had that whole shooting phase, and we did take down about, he had 9, we got him down to 4. So we did 5 wounds from all the las cannon fire this turn. That was a much better turn. And we were able to get the charge off with Lysander and his Haminators here. Lysander fumbled the ball. He rolled 2 1s to hit, and then the 2 hits that he got rolled 2 1s on damage. So he didn't damage the Titan at all, the gargantuan creature. It was up to the other guys with the hammers. We did 5 wounds. Bob made 3 out of 5 saves, so we did 2 wounds to him. So he's down to 2 wounds left. We lost a guy to a stomp attack. Was removed immediately as a casualty. And you had some good results over here. You killed a Riptide in your combat phase with those guys, right? The Wolf Claw guys.
The Lord and the Wolf Guard.
Chased them down.
And my Long Fang plasma cannons killed a one of these guys over
Broadside.
here. Broadside.
And my Storm, I forgot the Storm Raven over here came on and fired down and wiped out one of his broadsides, that guy with the missiles.
Also, my pack of 10 Grey Hunters killed a squad of Fire Warriors. I did lose a couple in Overwatch, so I'm down to 4 there. And then over there, my Blood Claws finally got wiped out by
this Riptide.
Yeah, the Riptide there. Lucas didn't get the last laugh, so he's gone.
That's right. Chris outrolled you 3 to 2, right?
Yes.
Or else you would have been, or else this Riptide would have been removed.
Yeah, he would have removed him from play.
That Riptide killed 3 people in Overwatch.
Yeah.
This guy right here, right?
Yep.
That would melt us.
Very accurate in Overwatch fire.
Yeah.
All right, so how many points did we wind up achieving?
Well, I achieved.
All right, so I got 1 victory point for the Emperor when I made the successful charge against the gargantuan creature, but Brandon's Wolves was able to get 3 cards. So we got 4 points total for this round. So that brings our total up to 9, and the Tau had 7. So the score is 9 to 7. At the top of turn 2, we're going into the bottom of turn 2. We're going to see if Farsight can bring his troops with his bodyguard into the fray. He's going to be allowed to deep strike down. So, Bob, you want to roll that up, see if he's going to come in? Alright, so we had a lot of shooting. Farsight dropped in right here with his target locks. Was able to take out a Vindicator, a Razorback. These guys are not pinned. Immobilized the commander's tank and a whole point, 2 whole points. Did a whole point of damage on this Land Raider from the Spearhead and immobilized that one from the Spearhead. This Crusader was destroyed by, what killed him? Hammerhead. Hammerhead wiped him out. So he only had 1 whole point left, and he was became a wreck. The one lone dude up here, the one lone Space Wolf, was finally killed by Fire Warriors, right?
Fire Warrior bullets.
This speeder is still kicking. It's got 1 whole point. It was charged by the Crisis team, and they couldn't do any wounds to it. Couldn't get that 1 last whole point off. Over here, Brandon had some wolves that were still alive, but lost. The Power Fist died. Couldn't get a chance to swing back. So these Crisis team was able to beat them in combat. These guys moved up A lot of shooting. You wiped out the last
Wolf
three
Lord.
guys that were over there. The Wolf Lord with his battle leader.
Seeker missiles.
He's gone. And what else? What else we got? That's it, right? Oh, the combat here between the Supremacy Armor and the Lysander. Lysander got 2 wounds. But you made... no, I didn't wound, right?
2 hits, didn't wound.
2 hits, couldn't wound again. And my hammers couldn't wound. So no wounds for this turn. And he got a stomp and killed one outright. And made my save on the other 2. So... And we made our morale check. So we're locked in combat. So that's 2 rounds of combat that this guy's lasted. Alright, we're going to... see how many points you guys pick up. What'd you pick up?
I don't know.
Alright, so the Tau have racked up 12 Maelstrom points. That adds to the 7. They have 19. And the Space Wolves and Crimson Fist have a combined 9. So the Tau are ahead by 10 on Maelstrom points right now. And we're going into the top of turn 3.
Yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't have done that either. I wouldn't have, but...
Alright, we got the turn, a lot of shooting. We killed a lot of the bodyguard, the drones. There's only 1 bodyguard left. Brandon was able, from the shooting, a lot of shooting, Brandon was able to actually get an assault. My assault failed. I couldn't get my Terminators over the wreckage of the Vindicator. But he was able to come in here and do some damage, but he lost a lot of guys in the process. Would he lose, like 5 guys?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Farsight still lives. Barely. He's getting ready. That Dreadnought's still in the flyer.
Hasn't even taken a wound yet. You say barely.
Well, his bodyguard's gone.
Expendable.
Let's see what happens. This Techman was able to come over here and fix the commander's immobilized Land Raider, so he's good to go and move. We got another immobilized one over here. And no other shooting really did anything. That was it really for shooting. And then over here, Lysander and his Terminators finally did the 2 wounds needed. He failed 2 out of 3 invulnerable saves, and we were able to take the big guy down. So that was that finally happened after 3 rounds of combat. Lysander got his hits, got his wounds. So we consolidated over here, and now it's we only have 1 flyer left in this deployment zone. So we got all these Riptides to deal with, gun drones, a bunch of even the Storm Surge is still unwounded, right? Nothing happened to him. So he's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, he's about to eat some Terminators.
We get any points, Brandon?
So if I can get Farsight, then maybe I'll win.
Yeah.
But
All right, so no Maelstrom points for this turn for the Marines. The combined the force, none of us got them on all 12 cards. So we're going in. You guys had we have 9 points, and you guys picked up 14 plus 7, so you have 21. Is that what it was up to?
No, I don't think we're up to that much.
12. You had 19. It was
picked up
19.
12 last turn.
Right, 19. So the score stands at 19 to 9 in favor of the Tau going into turn 3. Alright, we're at the bottom of turn 3, and the shooting, a lot of shots came at Lysander and his squad, and he has been eliminated from the table. Took a lot of shots. All these guys right here, Fire Warriors, a whole bunch of dudes, all the Pathfinders. What else did you guys destroy this turn? That's about it, right? You did some whole points of damage. We got a couple of these Storm Riptides from over here, fired through.
A couple of Long Fangs.
Did some Nova charges, got some whole points damage on these Predators. Long Fangs were shot up over there from the from that Riptide, Nova charging. 1 dude left, pack leader. And that's it. And you got 4 points in cards, so you're up 23 to 9. 22 to 9 in Maelstrom objective points. And that's not including how many things we've destroyed or any of those other points yet.
Right.
Alright, so let's see if we can squeeze 1 more turn out of this game. It's getting late. Turn 4 coming up. Okay, the top of turn 4 saw Commander Farsight finally die in the campaign. He has been taken down by Brandon's Space Wolves. Who got him? This squad right over here?
Yep.
Shot him up. Got a little melter in the face. And then the Lightning Close came in and mopped up the 1 lone bodyguard that was left.
Yep.
We got a couple of objectives. You got 3 Maelstrom cards for that turn.
I did.
I got 1, so we picked up 4. So we're at 13 points. This guy flew up, did a whole point of damage on the Hammerhead. Anything else that we actually killed? I did 1 wound to the Storm Surge from a last cannon shot. And that was it. Oh, killed 1 gun drone over there. I mean, killed 1 shield drone from the broadsides with some other last cannon shots. Alright, Tau, turn 4. You guys are up by 22 to 13, right?
29, I thought.
No, 22.
22 to 13. Let's see what the Tau can do for turn 4.
You get your saves.
Dead.